Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 13, Best Scenes and Complete Recap. So as you guys probably found out, there are no spoilers tonight. So this is what we call in the industry it's a semi-filler episode. We were planning on doing the Best Scenes and Complete Recap, but a couple other things came up. So we did have it scheduled, and now it's back. So I guess it's better late than never. And we've had some fun with this last couple weeks. It's later on in the week, so some of these scenes might not be as fresh in your mind. But we do have, we're going to bring the Patreon survey that we used a little bit earlier in the week. We're going to talk about each scene individually. We'll come up with our 5, and then we'll flip-flop a couple of them, substitute a few. You guys know how we do it. But we're going to come, right, Sheila? We're going to come up with something, and we're going to do it the way we only do it. Hold on now. Delaware, I've gotten different information. So, are you saying we do have spoilers for tonight? If we can get some confirmation. If we do have spoilers, we'll do another stream. I just want to get confirmation of that before we get too far into it. The last word that I got was off Spoiling Dad's fan page, and they said no spoilers until tomorrow. So, and that was 20 minutes ago. So that's why we decided, okay, good. All right, nothing yet. Not up. Okay, good. All right, let's get on with this stream. Now, it appears tomorrow could be the wee hours of the morning. It could be, yeah, we want kind of full spoilers, a little bit of Q&A, because we're definitely going to give those guys credit for it. All right, those of you watching the playback, so that's a little bit of the news. We'll get our spoilers up tomorrow evening, and we also have Freestyle Friday. All right, thanks everybody for checking on that. So back to a little bit of what we're going to do tonight. As we said, this is something we'd planned on doing, and I'm going to refresh your memory with a few of the scenes. I'm going to give you the Patreon's top 5. I'm going to compare it to my top 5, and it's very interactive. So would love to see all of you kind of state your case, get your point in there. This is real-time, live streaming chat. We're not posting something, waiting 24 hours to post it again. And let's jump right into it. So think about last week's episode, the big events, the Highwayman, the choke point, Lydia, Henry, Connie, Daryl, all of those scenes that went down, and Tara's group making their way to the fair. So a lot of things happened. So let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off. The Patreons have as their number 5, and you got to kind of think backwards here, Dog saving Henry as number 5. Now, I know some people probably did not like the fact that Henry was saved, so maybe they don't have that as their number 5. And we've got a new member to the team. Welcome back, Tina Nicole Jordan. And we got some nice green highlights. We got some custom emojis. And hey, Tina, can you give a shout out to Tommy, the man bun McCandless, and show us a little bit of that man bun emoji? We're only a few members away, by the way, from unlocking the Cuervo Queen. I think if we get 3 more members, we will be able to post the next emoji. No pressure, anybody, but I'm just saying that there could be a reward to that. So let's jump into, do you guys have something a little bit different than Dog saving Henry? One of mine was more popular with some other people, but I've got some really good ones, I think. Missed you too, Tina. Thank you so much. Crystal's like, I'm already a member. I would join 3 times if I could. There were, Casey. There were a lot of great scenes. So give us your number 5. Mods, you guys want to weigh in on number 5 as well? Casey says Tammy Rose going beast mode. Sherry Bentley says Tammy Rose kicking butt, number 5. And I don't know how many people will vote for Tammy Rose because she's not a very popular character, but I like the scene. Crazy B says Tammy and Baby almost getting it from a walker. Yeah. What's up, Robert Frank? Good to see you. Actually made a stream. Hey, Robert, thanks for that message, too. I'll respond back to you. A lot of good stuff in that, but I got a chance to read over it. I just didn't get a chance to respond, but I appreciate that. Tammy leaving with the baby. All right, so several people coming in number 5, Tammy Rose. My number 5 was Daryl eyeing Connie. I'll tell you why. I thought it was subtle. I didn't think it was a major event. Not everybody picked up on it. Certainly there was some back and forth. It's almost as if they were arguing by writing notes. But at that one moment where Daryl kind of paused, and I'm not big on Walking Dead love affairs, but I did like that scene. So that was my number 5. And we'll go through them, and like I said, just because we go through 5 does not mean it's going to be our final 5. So let me get to number 4, and I'll tell you the Patreons first, and I'll do mine. And number 4 for the Patreons were, now, you know what? I got to go back and just double check it. The Kingdom confronting the Highwaymen, the standoff. That was number 4 based on the Patreon. So let me know what you guys think. Kingdom with a little bit of Highwaymen confrontation. There were a lot of kind of sub-scenes inside that confrontation. Greg, that was your number 5 as well. All right, hey, we're on the same page here then. Lynn Nesbitt said Carol actually winning over the Highwayman with the movie. I had that higher. Mark says didn't blow him away. Sheila loves the Highwaymen. Casey liked the mannequins. Delaware Sasquatch, nah, that was cheesy. There were some cheesy moments in it, but I liked part of the... there was a specific scene that I liked. Star Guitar Goddess liked the mannequins and how Ozzy kind of blended in. Mitch, Carol settling the conflict. All right, so you guys got this as number 4. All right, a few different ideas. My number 4, I got Tammy Rose going into beast mode. I know some of you said that as number 5. I just thought that was a little bit more epic than Daryl eyeing Connie. I am not a strong supporter of Tammy Rose. However, I think she did a really good job putting the baby down. She set the record for killing the most walkers in the last episode, and she also saved her husband at the same time. So I wouldn't say it propelled me to liking her, but I dislike her less. So that's good for something. Tyler Birdman says, I know this is off topic, but when will 914 Q&A be releasing? According to Spoiling Dead's fan page, not until tomorrow at some point. I mean, that could be 3, 4, 5 in the morning, but I would imagine Shiny Firefly is going to get her beauty sleep, and I don't want to speak for her, but I would probably anticipate earlier in the day, not like really early this morning. That would be kind of an odd time to post, but you never know. All right, so some good suggestions. Like I said, we'll rework it. So the Patreons say dog saves Henry. Number 4, they say Kingdom confronts the Highwaymen. I say Daryl eyeing Connie. And number 4, Tammy Rose in beast mode. All right, so let me get your number 3. Let me also say, if you are getting any spoilers early, do not post them in this stream. There's a lot of people in this stream that don't want spoilers. So, if you got information, save it for the spoiler stream, please. And when we do our Freestyle Friday tomorrow night, we're not going to do spoilers either. It's going to be a bunch of random, funner stuff. All right, everybody. Let's get some number 3s in there. The Patreons say their third best was Carol when she was talking to King Ezekiel, talking to Jerry, talking to Diane, that she said, nope, wasn't Jed. Carol's kind of hidden clue that Jed's group was not responsible for taking the army, or the armor. Mark said Daryl shooting an arrow at the walker next to Beta. Daryl axing the Whisper in the chest through the tarp. That was a good scene, too. Daryl escaping Beta by smashing through the wall. So it looks like we're having multiple Daryl Beta fight scenes. Whisper Omega. Henry and Lydia romantic moments. No, please don't put that in the top 5. Kitty Cat says, spoiler haters, go away. No, just kidding. Yeah, we want to make sure that, you're right, that we announce it well in advance. So, because we didn't title this a spoiler, I don't want to get too much data, too much conversation in there. There'll be plenty of time the next couple days to really break down the spoilers. Mitch says, Connie ducking when the knife was thrown at her. So my number 3 was a Beta Daryl situation because there were several. And it was Beta breaking through the door, holding the door to block the arrow. So he knew Daryl was going to shoot at him, but Beta being a step ahead. I just loved it. Says who you. Will there be a spoiler chat tonight? If Spoiling Dead's fan page post a Q&A tonight, and it's at a reasonable time, 1, 2-ish, then I will do an emergency spoiler stream. Otherwise, we'll table it for tomorrow. Oh, man. Hey, I got to give a shout out. First, let me get a super chat. Why didn't Carol tell them she killed Jed's group? You know, one, I don't think Carol is the type of person, Sherry, that needs to brag about it. But number 2, I think this mass murder is still probably frowned upon. So it just seems like her style. Just kind of do what she needs to do and move on. Right, creepy. She don't kill and tell. So let me give another shout out because we got 2 new members just while we've been doing this stream. So we've got Tina Nicole Jordan and also William, the 999 Walking Billboard. So as we said, doesn't have to happen in this stream. I'm just keeping score. When we hit 2 more members, maybe it's tonight, maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's Sunday, maybe it's next week, then the very next stream we will upload and we will post the Cuervo Queen emoji. We're going to unlock emojis for all 4 of our mods. So I think the third one is, I have to look. Who was on the list? Who was number 3 after Steph? I think it was Emmy and then Kel. Does that sound right? They drew straws. All right. Well, they'll keep me focused. Kel was third. Oh, and Emmy was last. Okay. That's kind of sad. Emmy's last? All right, but how many people have Emmy rated first? Come on now. Where are the Emmy fans out there? Give me hashtag Emmy if you guys are a fan of all the amazing stuff that Emmy has done on our Facebook page. I mean, when you guys join the Army, Emmy's done some pretty incredible stuff. I mean, you talk about a welcome wagon. I don't think she's ever had a bad day. There's mushies and smushies and all kind of stuff. So there you go. Thank you, everybody. Showing me a little bit of love. She really does some hard work, does a lot. Actually, all our mods do. But we'll give her a special shout out because I got some stuff lined up for the other mods as well. I think they all tie for number one, to be honest. I can't kind of, who's one, who's two. But each brings something pretty amazing to the table. So eventually we're going to get all these mod emojis unlocked. So that way when you guys have a specific emoji you want to shout out, then there you go. Then you'll be able to do that. All right, so let me get to number 2. Oh, look at that. Sherry Bentley. Is that, Emmy, that might be your first super chat. That I agree with, Northside Queen. All mods are awesome. So let's get to number 2. The Patreons had at number 2 my number 5, which I thought was Daryl, and Connie. I love my patrons. They're a little bit, and I mean this, they're a little sappy. They're into the romance a little more. I liked it. I just didn't like it to rate it all the way at number 2. I probably could have rated about 3 of the Daryl Beta fight scenes ahead of that. But hey, at least they didn't rate Tara, telling Kelly to pick up a couple twigs. They didn't rate that as number 2, so I'm not going to complain. So they say Daryl, and Connie. What do you guys have as your number 2? Let's get a couple included in here. Romance all the way. Got to have the sweetness. Nicole Jordan says, that's my number 1. Not even the Beta fight. She's throwing it down as number 1. Like, forget it. The Daryl Connie scene, it's all about the romance. All about the emotion. Anybody else have that as their number 1? Just curious. We're going to get number 1 in a second. Beta pulling out the knife like a toothpick. Joseph says, we got a movie, so the Carol movie scene. Carol movie offer. Jason Reed, I just thought I'd mention, I just realized that Ozzy the Highwayman is Tucker from the Insidious movies. I did not know that. Who else knew that? Let's do a quick survey. There we go. A few people are like, it's dawning on them. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, a few people knew that. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. He did look familiar, says Villar. Kel's raising her hand. Sheila Mack, Emmy, always so sweet no matter how hard the stream gets. Yeah, you probably have, look, I don't want to get too far off the beaten track. I would say Steph, Tommy, and myself can tend to go from 0 to 60 relatively fast. And Emmy and Kel are probably the more even-keeled ones. But you know what? Variety is good. But yeah, there's some of us that get fired up a little quicker than the others, for sure. It's not that one's good and one's bad. I mean, it's just, it's who we are. All right, let's get to my number 2 was the Carol movie offer. I like cheesy and I like corny and I like, things that break the tempo and mixes it up a little bit. There's these standoffs and, Ozzy's basically like, that ain't going to work. Are you serious with that offer? And then Carol throws out movie night and diffuses everything. But I got that as number 2. And as I said, we're going to bounce it around a little bit. And we just got, you guys are going to end up unlocking the kill shot emoji before too long. And in fact, Wilson, you're right. Emmy is not last. I will be the last emoji, so that way Emmy doesn't feel bad. So we got a brand new member, everybody. We got Kitty Cat. Welcome to the channel members club. And I really want to go in depth on some of this stuff on the Freestyle Fridays because we are going to get through this top 5. But it does get asked a lot, so let me and it's it's National Pie Day. And if you guys are wondering how I knew that it was National Pie Day, because all throughout the day, Steph and Emmy were posting these beautiful images of all these different types of pies and condiments and just recipe after recipe. I would have never have known that, and that's the thing. When you have good moderators, they keep you very focused on the important things. and I mean, there were some delicious recipes, I will say. All right. But happy Pie Day to everybody. So really quickly, I get a lot of questions like, what's the difference? Stop it, Steph. Stop. I don't even know if we can do this. We are not doing Freestyle Friday tonight. It's not going to happen. We're going to get back on topic. But let me answer a quick question and we'll get to our number 1. People ask, what's the difference between a Patreon, channel members, can the two be merged, all of the above. So, no, they're not the same. Patreon is a third-party site, and I know a lot of people want the emojis, and some people are Patreons and members, which is perfectly fine. But with Patreons, the way that I look at that as it's almost as if the Patreons are supporting the channel, but they are partners as well. I lean on them for some information a little bit quicker. I tend to post it on Patreon a little bit quicker than the fan page. You do want to do things different. The channel members are through YouTube. So channel membership is going to be highlighted, custom emojis, but Patreons do not automatically get the YouTube benefits. And the YouTube members are not included in some of the polls and some of the other things that we do. So it's kind of each has its own benefits, right, Kel? So I didn't want it to be kind of cookie cut. So we just have enough things that everybody can do. And we're not trying, we don't want to force anybody to do anything that they can't do or won't do. And this is why the 999 Army is important too. We're also doing polls and surveys and stuff on the 999 Army. So I don't want you to feel obligated to it because I get people message me and they'll say, hey, Kills, I can't afford to become a member, but you know what? I watch all the ads on all your videos. I'm like, cool. That is awesome. That's support just like everything else. we have people that show up for every single stream and get involved in all of the chats. So everything that you guys do is 100% appreciated. Please don't think otherwise. All right. Gouche. Super chatting it up. Give me a, Gouche, with that super chat, give me a follow-up comment and let me know what you would like to shout out. Because we're going to get to our number one. I know you guys do some amazing stuff. I am extremely, extremely blessed by getting to hang out with each and every one of you. And you guys build this channel beyond my wildest dreams. So number one, the Patreons put their mushy, smushy feelings to the side for a moment, and they picked the Daryl Beta fight as number one over the Connie eyeing Daryl. And I did too. I generalized it and said the fight. But if I had to pick any one part of the fight, I think I would pick Daryl actually knocking him into the elevator shaft. I mean, that's the part of it that I did like. We got dead on Leprechaun with what we call the Terra timer. Leprechaun is a big fan of Terra. Only Pete D loves her more. So I'm going to ask you guys. Number one, KCF says elevator shaft. Greg says, of course, I did also. The same. Beta got off on the wrong floor, says Wilson. Andrew McSherry says yes. Mike Reiser, number one, it's not the fight. Okay, I lied. It is the fight. Sam says Daryl spitting down the elevator shaft. Hey, thank you for that, man. And I certainly appreciate you supporting the channel. Gouche. Mark Jacob. Throwing some super chat awesomeness up in there, Mark. Mark, any comment? Hey, you guys are awesome with the super chats, but just type something in the bottom of it. It can be even something like hashtag Red Fair. Jimmy Mendoza, I got to tell you, you made that same comment earlier, and you act like you're about 12, so I'm not sure that this is the channel for you. The first time in the last stream, it wasn't funny, and it was even less funny in this stream. So 3 or 4 years when you mature a little bit and you want to hang out and talk, talk a little Walking Dead, get some theories out there, you're welcome back. But, yeah. You got your moment. What Eminem say? Here it is. Your moment. I had to give you a career to destroy it. Something like that. I don't know. But that was in Kill Shot, so that should kind of be our theme song, right? I don't even know if I got the lyrics right. All right, let's go back over the list. It's too much fun tonight. The Patreon list. And then I'll give my list, and then we're going to get the real list. Patreon said, Dog saves Henry. Kingdom confronts the Highwayman. Number 3, Carol. Wasn't Jed. Number 2, Daryl eyeing Connie. And number 1, Daryl versus Beta. Not bad. There's a couple I'm going to tweak. My list is number 5, Daryl eyeing Connie. Number 4, Tammy Rose in beast mode. Tammy Rose having her moment. Number 3, Beta breaking through the door and stopping the arrow before it hit him. I thought that was awesome. Number 2, Carol offers movie night. And number 1, Daryl knocking Beta down the elevator shaft. So what we're going to do is, let's take the Patreon list instead of my list. Number 5, I'm assuming most people are not fans of Dog saving Henry. So you guys, right now, give me a number 5. Let's take that one out. Casey, you like my order? Okay, I'm cool with that. All right. Sorry, Patreons. What I'm seeing is they want to go with my list over the Patreon list. But they're like, we participated in this poll that you asked us to do. I know. But we can only pick one, so... All right. We're going to use my poll for this one. That did not sound right at all. We're going to use my survey for this one. Remember, we're live. I can't rewind 10 seconds and say that differently. Hashtag use the word survey instead of poll from now on. All right, so my list is... You guys don't like Carol offering the movie. So you think that should go further down. So should we flip-flop 2 and 3? Like my 3 was Beta breaking through the door and movie night. So should Carol movie night be number 3 and Beta breaking through the door? You guys want to do Daryl knocking Beta down as number 1 and Beta breaking through the door as number 2. So Beta finishes a close second. I like that. Okay. We'll flip-flop those two. Okay. So I'm going to read my list one more time, and you guys tell me if there's anyone that you want taken off the list. All right, last time. Number 5, Daryl, I, and Connie. Number 4, Tammy Rose Beast Mode. Number 3 is now Carol offering the movie. Number 2, Beta breaking through the door, stopping the arrow. And number 1, Daryl knocks Beta down the elevator shaft. Anyone want those taken out, or can we give that a consensus and wrap this thing up at 31 minutes and call it a night until we get spoilers tomorrow? We're never going to get 100% consensus, I will tell you that. All right, everybody says leave it. That is it. That's the official 999 best scenes from last week. Let me tell you guys a couple things that we're going to do over the next couple days. So, first of all, officially, this is the end of the best scenes video. All right, so if all you're here for is the best scenes and a recap, we're good. We're going to go with that list. So I'm just going to kind of ramble for a couple minutes. Won't be a rant. I'm just going to give you guys just a couple things to look forward to over the next couple days. Sam Taft says, how to become a member through YouTube. A lot of people are asking, and I think if we get one more member, then in the next stream, I'll be able to upload the newest emoji. They do it every 5 now. I thought, honestly, I want that changed too. Not that I have too many friends at YouTube that are going to listen to me, but I wanted the emojis unlocked every 1 after 10, but I think once you get to 10, you got to have 15 members and 20 members and then 25. So we'll unlock them as we go. Whoa. Mitch Puddin super chatting it up like a wild woman says, Emmy is the best sprinkles. We loves you, girl. Emmy, I don't know what happened tonight, but you got some super chat love. Only on Pi Day. Thank you so much, Mitch Puddin, and for showing a little bit of love to the mods as well, too. They are awesome. All right. That was like just under the radar, too, right before we got to it. I've mentioned this in a couple streams. There are a lot of people that want to become members, and here's the problem with whatever YouTube is doing. If you're on an iPad or an iPhone or iOS system, you can use all the emojis once you become a member, but apparently you can't sign up to become a member unless you're on a computer. A lot of people are like, what the hell is a computer? People still use computers? Yes. Unfortunately, they have to be used to sign up. So if you're on a computer, you need to log on. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can watch this stream through YouTube Gaming, or if you're on a computer, you can hit the $ like you're going to super chat, and then it's going to pop up the exact words it'll say is join on YouTube Gaming. Once you do that, there's going to be a small white window that pops up, and it's going to say level up. And then you hit level up, and then you become a member. And then the color of your name changes. You get the emojis, all of those things. Like, YouTube should hire me as a channel member spokesperson. All right. I'm going to get back to that in 1 second. Because we got Steph the Cuervo Queen says, screw cake, let them eat pie. Happy National Pie Day. I would have been stuffed. Like, literally. Sherry Bentley, since it's Pie Day, what is your favorite? You guys, Sherry, you know these are Freestyle Friday questions. This would be a perfect, but I guess your point is tomorrow won't be Pie Day. All right, so I am not a big fan of pie, to be perfectly honest. I know. It's like, that's just going to cause this complete, But you know what? I just got upstaged. I'll get back to your super chat in 1 second. So, Tina Cole Jordan, hashtag green. There it is, right there. And Sam Taff just became green. So, in tomorrow's Freestyle Friday, Steph, so this is something major just happened. First of all, Emmy got a ton of super chats. And now 5 people just joined because they want to unlock the Cuervo Queen emoji. So I think that's a lot of moderator love right there, right? On one side, we're getting super chats. On the other side, we're getting Steph is unlocked. Steph, you're free. Finally. But here's the thing. I can't do it in this stream. It has to be uploaded. So you guys want to join in for Freestyle Friday tomorrow will be the first time you get to actually use the Cuervo Queen emoji. So thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. And I not only support, but thank you for kind of getting involved and playing along. So next will be Kel. So now that you guys know how to do it, how to unlock it, has to be done on a computer. You hit the $, and then you go through YouTube Gaming. Once you're on YouTube Gaming, then you can actually join the channel as a member. So we got people that are members, and we got people that are patrons. So you guys are amazing. So here's let me make my last announcement, and then we'll call it a night. First of all, thanks for being here in this stream. This was a last-minute stream because there weren't spoilers, so we wanted to do a filler. This is one of the first official 999 filler episodes. Tomorrow night, at some point tomorrow, could be morning, could be lunchtime, could be evening, I will jump on. It won't be probably announced too far in advance. We're going to get on, we're going to talk spoilers. So the first stream will be a spoiler stream once they're out there. Then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we're going to do Freestyle Friday. Saturday morning, we are probably going to do Coffee with Kills and an 11 o'clock stream. So you could get 2 Saturday morning. Sunday morning, we are going to do our last 6 Pike discussion. So it's going to be Pick 'em or Pike 'em. There is a poll up on our Facebook fan page, so you guys can participate in that poll. That's the last 6. And then that will be 18 that we've discussed, and then we'll narrow it down sometime in the following week. And, of course, all on Sunday, you guys know. We're going to be doing, we'll do an extended spoiler stream on the 999 Dead channel. Then we do our countdown and the other stuff. So the question was by Delaware Sasquatch, can you join while not in a live video? I don't know. YouTube does not give us a whole lot of help with these members. I mean, they want us to get people to join the channel, become channel members, but they make it a little bit difficult for people to find out how to do it. So, hey everybody, we're 40 minutes. So I see a whole lot of new faces. you guys do me a favor. Hit the like button if you had a good time. If you're going to be part of the Freestyle Friday, definitely hit that like button. If you didn't have a good time and you're watching the playback and you're like, man, I don't like these guys, then give us a thumbs down. It's all good. We will respect you. Just don't come in and say a whole lot of rude stuff about us, but you can certainly have a right to your opinion. Also, yes, on YouTube Gaming app, you can do it. Good stuff. Kills, your picture screen is got smaller. Kills, your picture screen is gone. Get smaller. I'm lost with that one. All right. Wilson, just send me a message. And some people have some binge watching to do, and that's it, everybody. Let's roll this thing down. So, thanks once again. I'm completely confused now. I got a couple different chats I'm trying to get involved in. But one last super chat shout out from me to all of you. Thanks to all the new members that just joined the channel. Appreciate that. And then the next challenge is in the next few videos. See if we can get Kel unlocked. So we'll see if we get some Kel Says Smile love on the 999 Army channel. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.